Hi there. Yeah, we're just starting right now. So, oh shit, I was gonna do something. Hold on. This is a very scuffed start to what's going to be probably a very scuffed stream, but I hope it's going to go really well. Welcome to Tearing It Up with Leica. Today, on our first episode, we're going to be taking apart a very old, very dusty PlayStation 3. Yes, thank you. Still going with the applause now, this is really long. There we go. So yeah, I'm trying something new. I just bought this camera, and we're going to take apart this big boy. Can you hear me all right? I'm a little bit far from the microphone, and I'm probably going to be moving around, but this is my original PlayStation 3. Good. My PlayStation 3, this is the fat model. I believe this was purchased in 2008. I was 13 years old when I got this. I spent a lot of time with it. It's extremely dusty, and I was working with it the other day, and it's making some concerning noises. No, it's not the original model, unfortunately. This is 2008, which I think was actually not long after they stopped making those. I actually do kind of have one of those, of the original models with the back compat. It's not technically mine though, it's someone else's. I was kind of hoping that I could maybe do something similar with this, but we'll see. Anyways, so yeah, this thing is 13 years old. 13? Yeah, something like that, 12, 13 years old. And I'm planning on doing two things. First thing is I'm going to replace the hard drive, because I think this is 60 or 80 gigabytes, which was really big for the time, I'm sure, but it holds like one game now. And the second thing I'm going to do, here are my hands, by the way. You're going to see these because I'm going to be working and doing magic on this thing. I'm going to be hopefully trying to replace the thermal paste, because apparently the thermal paste put on these is notoriously cheap and kind of falls apart after a couple years. So I'm going to crack it open, blow the dust out. I'm sure it will be a nightmare. Let's do it. I have a little bit, actually, before we get started, I have a little bit of experience with this kind of electronics repair, because let's see if you can see this. I replaced my Joy-Cons with some custom shells. I've actually done it a couple times. This is the third or fourth one that I did. And those were kind of hard, but I think they turned out really well. So hopefully this will go well too. There is technically a possibility that I could destroy this thing. I hope that doesn't happen, but we'll see. All right. Thank you. They do look lovely. They're was it Great Wave, I think is the name of that print. So let's see, I got my guide here. All right, first step. I technically already did this step. I was testing it before we got totally started. I got these are my tools. It's a iFixit repair kit. Got a magnetic board, some other stuff. First step, we're going to pop off this little hard drive cover. I think you can see it right there. This part is actually made to come off, so it shouldn't be that hard. And you can already see there's a ton of dust in here, so that's going to be great. I'm also working on a really tiny desk, so I don't know where to put all of these pieces. Put it there. Now we got a Phillips head 1 screw. This mask is partially for the dust, and also I kind of don't want to show my face. And that would be a problem with this downward facing camera, except you can totally see my reflection in the glossy finish on this thing. I just, hey, here's my room. Pretty nice, isn't it? I have every single light on in here because cameras, apparently, I didn't know this, need a ton of light. I do have a PS4 on this desk. I also have a router. Can you see the router in the reflection? Not really. And my PS4 and 2 monitors. I have my PC under the desk. I also have a microphone and a bunch of other stuff I'm going to need to repair this thing. So it's very crowded in here. Thank you. I just got a haircut. Just a couple weeks ago. Okay, all right. Dust is already getting me. Okay, no sneeze. So we got this little blue screw here. The hard drive cage. Originally, I was honestly just going to replace the hard drive. Then I thought, this thing's really old. This is for hard drive. Let's just crack the whole thing up and make a stream out of it. It'll be fun. And it should just come right out. I live for ruining things. I am also looking into Game Boy repair and there you go. DS Lite repair or like conversion into big emulation consoles, because I still have working models with that. Here's the hard drive. How much is it? Did I say it was 80? Does it say on here? 80 gigabytes. So I'm going to replace that. I have a Seagate that is off camera right now. That's 1 terabyte, which is totally overkill. That's all that they were selling at the store that I went to at the time. And it wasn't that expensive. It was like $50. So, let's see. Old hard drive there. I'm going to have to, when we replace that, which that's going to be the last thing I'm going to do, is you have to take it out of the cage. All right, now, time to break the warranty sticker. I'm actually surprised I haven't done this before, but I think I was thinking of my PS4 because I did crack that open before just to blow all the dust out of it. So, got to get the sticker up. Where's my smudger? Here it is. By the way, if you're ever going to invest in any kind of electronics repair kit, I recommend just like splurging for the high quality tools like the iFixits or whatever, because I bought like a cheap knockoff one. Sticker. Yeah. A cheap knockoff one, and it was stripping all the screws that I was using it on. So I ended up placing it. pretty happy with these tools so far. God dang. Let's put on some music while I'm doing this. That shouldn't be too loud. It is showing on the, yes. I think it was actually showing before, but nothing was playing, but it should be good now. Like I said, it is pretty loud. Really? Okay. Turn it down here. How's that? Is that quieter? YouTube plays everything so loud. Fucking sticker. Jesus Christ, this thing is on tight. Oh, yeah. So, I said it was a long story. It's not that funny, but a couple years ago, I had never really settled on a username. I had been like floating around with lots of different things on Tumblr and always changing my URL to just whatever I was feeling at the moment. And then a little anime called The Idolmaster Cinderella Girls came out, and I was obsessed. Specifically, here we go. Oh, baby. Let's get that on camera. Oh, yeah. Oops. Oh, shit. No. Oh, no. Oh, come on. There we go. People like it when you peel stickers off, right? Better.
Mondo-ku.
Oh, thank you, Cenobite Offsec, for following. Making my way up to 5 followers. 5. This camera's really messed up. A camera, if you're wondering. Oh wait, I'll finish the story first. There's a unit in that called Love Leica. It was, at the time, it kind of ended up changing, but at the time it was my two favorite characters, Anastasia and Minami. Yeah. And I'm like, it was also, it sort of ended up by accident. I wasn't intending to like make that my permanent username. On Tumblr at the time, it was very in vogue to get quote unquote canon URLs, which basically just means a URL of a real thing. What is this? Oh, that's supposed to be there. Of like a real thing. So like homestuck.tumblr.com was like a, you know, a very in demand, you know, or, you know, Denny's.tumblr.com or whatever was very in vogue. So I'm like, I'm going to get Love Leica. And then that just, I ended up sort of accidentally just making that my username everywhere. It was not really my intention. That's just kind of how it ended up being. Yeah. I want to see who has canon.tumblr.com. Tumblr.com. Oh, they're actually still active. Who'd have thunk? Let's see, they're into ice cream and Madoka Magica. Alright, I support you, Tumblr user canon with 2 N's.tumblr.com. Okay, wait. I almost got this thing out. If it looks like I'm getting very sweaty, by the way, it's because I am. Like I said, I have every single light in here turned on, and I'm wearing long sleeves because I don't want you guys to see my arms. Though I keep sort of unconsciously rolling them up because, again, it's very hot in here. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, come on out. Come on out, you big stupid piece of plastic. Oh my god. Once I get this out, come on, it'll be smooth sailing. This is the hard part. First step is always the hardest. I think that's how it goes. Oh, I'm so close. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, come on. Okay, no, honestly, listen, the way that these things are built, get my hands on the screen so you can tell how serious I am about this. All right. The way that these things are built, like consumer electronics, like literally cracking into the thing is usually the hardest part because they don't want people to do it. Once you get in, boom, you're just doing screws and stuff. Versus like building a PC, you know, all sorts of stuff you gotta do. Oh, I'm so close. Oh. Got another spudger. Dual wielding. Dual wielding. Hold it. This one. I actually I cut my nails because I was worried they would look bad on camera, but now I'm wishing I had maybe kind of left them because, oh, come on. It would be quite useful here. I have a better tool for this. I think that's better. Oh, come on. Hey! It's very important, okay? Let's see, let's put this with the screws because it's little. I don't want to lose it. Okay. And there should be, yep, screw in there. That's a T9. T9. Do. 8, 7, 8, 9. Here we go. Oops. I think I just bumped the camera. Yep. There we go. See that? It's a Torx. Can't see it. It's a Torx is what you need to know. I just mark that as outside. I'm trying to be very diligent marking all these screws because I know I'm going to forget where they all go. All right. So now, to take off the top cover. I should just... Hold on. I have visual aid. Nope, that's the wrong one. Yeah, there is a game that's about like taking stuff apart. It's not PC, maybe PC Builder Sim? That's kind of it. Not quite the same though. Maybe I'm thinking of that one car game. I don't remember. It is like very satisfying to do though. Taking stuff apart just cuz like it's a little bit of a challenge and you know, it's like a puzzle kind of. There's an obscure indie game about that. There's one on like the iPhone? Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. It's probably on PC too. Okay, just ooh. Hey, there we go. I was expecting that to be both easier and harder than it was. Oh boy, I can already see some of the dust going on in here. Put that on the floor. Where else would it go? Okay, now we have 6 medium screws. Long medium screws. That's going to be... My screw heads... 2? No, I think that's still 1. No, 2. I really don't want to ruin these screws, so I'm trying to be extra careful. Oh, that's a long boy. Look at that. That's a long boy. Long, medium. Let's do this one. Oh, another problem with this PS3. Let's see if it shows up on camera. This little bar on the bottom here just kind of fell off. So, probably not on stream, maybe afterwards. I'm just gonna like super glue it back in because there's a plastic piece that broke. This, like I said, this PS3 is has been through some shit. I played this thing a lot, and I carried it between my parents' houses a lot. So it was like being thrown in a bag and being carried around and just all sorts of nonsense. Come on. Come on, magnet. There we go. Come on out. Come on. There we go. All right, now the medium screw. This guide actually marks it as medium. I guess it's like the true neutral screw. I'm 25, so 96. Yeah. All right. That one separate. True neutral. Ooh, monkey ball. All right. Tab next to the medium screw and lift. Ooh, is this whole thing coming off? Oh, this is the entire top. Oh boy. Case pivots on the front. So start with the back. Ugh. Is there another tab here? Oops. Sorry about that. Come on. What is... So pivots on the front. What is the front? It feels like it's being held around here. I'm being very careful. Let's look at my other guide. How do they do it? Let's see. Yeah, press the tab. Yep. Oh, you just popped it right off. I did get all the screws, right? Yeah. Okay, so this is just... Ooh, there we go. A little bit. I'm doing it again. The sleeves. I don't want you to see. I don't want you to see my arms. I'm shy. So, is there any ribbon cables? No. Ooh, that's a dusty boy. Whew. I have to give that a wipe down. I got some. Oh boy, look at it. Okay, look at that. Look at the front here. All like the USB ports and stuff. Well, not quite, but what would that be? Power supply? I have no idea. Okay. Front edge, rotate back, screw, yeah. Okay, remove the Blu-ray drive. It doesn't, I don't know if it shows up on camera. Like this front area right here is extremely dusty. There's big balls of dust. The back is not quite as bad. Disk drive definitely needs to be cleaned up. I have to be careful about that though. Okay. Next we gotta take out the Blu-ray drive. And there's a ribbon cable. There's two cables. Show me a picture. Okay, I see. So this comes out. There's the, oh god, that's dusty. There's the ribbon cable. Okay, so that's off. All right, now the power supply. This is the M screw, or the one, Phillips 1. Screw naming shorthand makes absolutely no sense. I understand like you can't do measurements like 1/4 inch, 1 millimeter or whatever, because they're very small. Like, here, let me show you. I think this is probably the smallest one I have. This is a Torx 2. Camera doesn't even do a good job of catching how small it is. It's really tiny. It's, probably 1/2 millimeter in diameter. But, okay, so this is the M screw. What does that mean? That's up to you. Sony was very liberal with their name conventions. Hey, whatever you want to call this screw, that's on you. This is your console. This is a console for the people. PlayStation, the people's console. Okay. We have more true neutral screws. That is that one and that one. Yeah, the online was free. That was, hey, I miss that. Though, because I'm mostly on PC now, let's put that with the other true neutral. Let's see, I don't pay for PlayStation. I don't pay for Nintendo. I did pay for Game Pass, even though I don't have an Xbox for a while. I've got the PC version. I played a couple of games on it. But, PC, I guess, is the real people's console, if you want to call it that. Okay, next we have the long M screw. And another regular M. Let's see, where the heck is that? that on the front? Is that on this side? No. No. It's stick my head in the frame. Who gives a shit? Okay, there's this screw here. Is there another screw? Oh. Oh, I see. I did the wrong one. I think they're the same. Yeah, okay. They're both M screws. It's fine. Back to the one. So this is M. And the other one is a... No, this is... What is this? This is a long M? This naming convention makes no sense. I'm not gonna lie. This is another M, and this is gonna be a long M. Ooh. No, this is a short M. Gotta relabel these. This is long M. This is short M. All right, and then I have to unhook it. Just a little clip here. Just pull it straight out. Oh god. This is where the dust is really hiding. There we go. And then there's another one. Oh, that's a... What's that? That's the ground? Wait, what? Hold that. This guide is... Does this just come out? Oh, I see. Okay, I see. Just... That's the motherboard connection. Okay. There's still another screw? Hold on. Do not use a metal spudger. Okay, I will not use a metal spudger. Lift this corner up to make removal easier. Move my disk drive out of the way. Lift this corner, you say? I'll straight up. Oh. Oh, I feel it coming. Ah, there we go. Oh, there's a plug under it. That's very literal. How do we get power to this thing? You just stick a big plug on it. Okay. That's gonna go there. Once I take all the stuff apart, that's when I'm gonna start cleaning it. Got a rag. Got some compressed air. Thank you. I have no idea if you said good job for what I did just now or something long before, but thank you nonetheless. Dust in the air. All right, more screws. Nope, don't fuck with your sleeves. Oh yeah, that's actually a good idea. How do I do that? Followers only, emotes only, pause, brief, appearance? Timestamps. Hey, there we go. Thank you for the advice. I don't know how to use Twitch, so thank you. Okay, let's see. More screws. This person looks like they pulled the ribbon cable off the disk drive. I don't want to do that because there's like tape on it. So I guess I'll just unhook it from the motherboard to get it out of the way. Need my tweezers. Actually, I might even be able to do this with my fingers. That is, yeah, this should go up. These are my shitty tweezers. Maybe this doesn't go up? Hold on, I'm going to fast forward to this. This person, what? They don't... Interesting. I don't want to take that sticker off, though. So I'm going to do it here, if I can. Yeah, this definitely rotates. There we go. Whoop. There we go. Ribbon cable. Oops. I just stabbed my thing. These things are so sharp. Jesus Christ. Okay, Blu-ray drive done. On the floor. Actually, don't crush the ribbon cable. Right, where were we? We were taking out more screws on the sheet sleeves. More screws on the shield. So they say start with the short medium screws. Here, 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 and wow, that's a lot. Label that shield, short, medium. Next is ground, and yeah. Right, and heat sink. All right. Yeah. So how have you been, Mushroom Trip? You spend the whole day waiting for the stream or what? How's your day been? Go. That's a different screw. Okay. So all those. Now the ground. Ugh. That's really in there. There we go. And I guess the ground is an important one. You don't want to screw that up. Okay, so that's the ground. Okay, and then... yeah. Move these big flat ones. These are for keeping the heatsink in place. And since we are going to be... not quite out yet. Going to be redoing... ooh! Look at that. That's a weird screw. Got like a big fat part. Okay. I guess I'll just put that with the... This is already so much easier than working on the Switch. I don't want to jinx it, but the Switch has so many like tiny little screws and ribbon cables, and everything fits together really, really tightly to get it into the Joy-Cons. Whereas this is just, it's like, oh yeah, there's a big screw here, unscrew it. Don't worry about it. All right. So now, just lift the front of this part and it should come right off. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Ground. I need to, there's a couple of these plugs I gotta undo. This person already did them and didn't mention it. Because I think if I lift it now, I feel like I'm skipping a step. That's the hard drive cage. Does this whole thing just come out? Okay, let's take off these cables first. I don't want to accidentally mess those up. This should just pop off. This should turn. Hold on. Okay, I gotta bust out the air. This shit's really dusty. Let's see how it looks on camera. Ooh! Honestly, this is the best part. Just blasting this thing with dust. Or with air, rather. Okay, that's good for now. Oh, that's already so much cleaner. Let's try taking it off from this side, maybe. There we go. And this gotta pop out. Let's, I think, additional motherboard power. go. What about these screws? Well, okay. Let's try it now. Is this thing gonna come out? How? I gotta consult my other guide. Yeah, he's taking off the hard drive thing. Alright, let's take off the hard drive thing. Drive cage. So this should just pop right out. Maybe not. There we go. On the floor. I've got my nail. My nail. All right. Let's see. Next, he's doing all those. Yeah, these got to go too. I don't know why that other dry skipped them. More M screws. Hold on. Back up. Yeah. Interesting. The layout of, I think, of this other guide that I have, my secondary guide, he must be using an older model because the layout is slightly different. Some of the cables don't run to the exact same place. Just, yeah, ground. Okay, and it should just lift right off. Let's see. Both parts, really. Okay, so this part. There. Ribbon cable. Here we go. It's a shield off. On the floor. And okay, now the motherboard. Really don't want to fuck this up. Actually, let's look at the motherboard real quick. Let's see, these are NEC Tycon. Are those the RAM modules? All these little modules and chips all over the place. Maybe they're on the other side. We'll see in a sec. Should just come up. Gotta be careful. More dust. He gets it right along the front. The guy in the video's fingers are smaller than mine. Can kind of get under this more. Okay, so he took the motherboard separate from the big metal piece underneath it. What is keeping this thing locked in? Just gravity? Let's see. That comes off. That comes off. Hard drive. Yep. Oh, I see. It's this part. I should just take off every screw. Why am I futzing around with, this screw comes off next, this screw comes off next. I'm taking the whole damn thing apart. Who cares? It's another M screw. Should come off now. Moving more. Are there any more screws? No, I think that's it. Okay, just gently nudge it to come up. What if I can take this off first? That is USB. There. Yes, I'm still watching YouTube. Got a playlist going. I got my spudger. Anything I'm forgetting? Feels like there's one more screw, but I don't think there is. I think it's just on here tight. I really don't want to accidentally take it off. It doesn't break something. Those are all out. Those are all out. Those are all out. Oh, you know what it is? I know what it is. It's because of the thermal paste attached to the heat sinks, I think, is what is keeping the tension high. And it's either going to... I'm either going to pick it up with the heatsink or no, because I think the heatsinks are mounted. Either way, I think I got to break the seal on that, is the thing. But I want to be sure, just in case, so I'm going to get this carefully again. Uh-huh. Take out the ground. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, on my model the USB board is separate from the regular motherboard, or at least I hope it is. He's definitely taking it off together. And yeah, thermal paste. All right. I'll just get my thumbs. I really don't want to fuck this up. Ow. Jeez. It's also not a great angle. Oh, it's moving. Just want to take a peek underneath real quick. It's out there. I just pick this whole thing up. Rewind a little bit. Let's see, he's taking the motherboard separate from the metal shield. Remove the USB and Wi-Fi controller. Remove the white tape. Lift from this side to remove the motherboard from the shield. Okay, no. Ooh, there we go. Just need a little bit of elbow grease. Here, I'll show you the chips. There, that's the CPU and GPU. Let's see, which one is which? I can't tell. Well, there they are. I don't know which is which. I bet I could probably trace all the contacts and stuff, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, so this, go very gently on the ground. I have nowhere else to really put it. There we go. There we go. So now this metal part should come right off. I gotta blast this thing first. Whew, boy, this thing is dusty. There are like little dust bunnies just everywhere on my desk now. Okay. Okay, this just pops right out. More or less. Yes. God, there's thermal paste everywhere. I guess put that right there. This is right here is a fan. These are the heat sinks. I'm gonna give it another dust blast. Hold the fan still. That's good enough for now. These heat sinks should just pretty much. I gotta unscrew the fan and stuff first. Take a picture before unscrewing the bottom? Okay. Whatever you say, boss. There are 4 small screws. Are there? Is it these? Is it these? Well, whatever, I'll take a picture. Now the screws there. Let's see. Power connection. Bottom. This thing almost feels naked. Nothing in it. Right. Back plate. How is it? There we go. On the ground. Okay. And the fan cover should just come right out. Don't. I don't know. This fan's very dusty. I'm going to spray that and probably give it a wipe down too. Go. These are the heat sinks. Actually, they look much bigger than they actually are. They're really light. So you can see, they're not super dense fin-wise. There they are. And This one. All right. Oops. All right. We're fully disassembled. That was probably loud. Give it more polite, more tempered polite a pause. All right, now I guess start cleaning. No, stop doing that with your sleeves. What are you doing? What are you doing? Chill out. All right, I got some good general purpose cleaner. Got microfiber cloth. A little close to the microphone. Lots of really tiny little plastic bits in here. Really is impressive, like how fine the engineering of stuff like this is. Because there is very little wasted space in this thing, and I bet like the other versions of the PlayStation 3 are even more cramped. Because, you know, this is a big console. Don't call it the PS3 fat for nothing. Well, the Xbox 360, when you think about it, the original Xbox, the original 360, not the original Xbox, the original 360 had, is this where that broken piece is? It is. I wonder if there's something I can do about that. The original 360, anyways, had that huge external power brick, and the console also had heating problems because of the way that it was kind of sandwiched. Oops. Hold on. I gotta move stuff out of the way real quick. It's getting kind of crowded in here. Oh man, this room's gonna be so dusty when I'm done. I'm gonna have to be running a fan. The window's open. I'm not doing that now because it's loud outside. There's always people doing something. Construction. Working on their, big sports car or whatever. I don't know. Alright, I think that's good for the inside. Let's give the outside a good wipe down. Glossy finish on this thing really just shows every little piece of dust and scratch and just anything you could ever do to this console. I'll show you a little trick though, because maybe you noticed on the front of mine, I was going to try and blow in it with my mask on. On the top of my console, there's a huge scratch. I don't even know what it's from, but it took off the finish on like a big chunk of the front. I'm going to show you an extremely scuff trick that my grandma taught me about how to repair or how to fix things that with black paint. All right, that's done. Just headphones. Let's get this thing. What song is this? Oh, it's Arknights. Like, this doesn't sound like a Nintendo song. Okay, that's really good for that one. Is that even on camera? I'm very good at this. There. It's just that's fine. I'm doing all this stuff off camera. Let's see. This is the back plate. Look at this. This thing's really dusty. This is part of the air intake. Where'd my clock go? Here it is. Because the PS3 has a lot of fans. It is certainly not the quietest console. Especially, I didn't know this until someone told it to me recently. Is that most of the time when consoles are in their vertical orientation, they tend to be a lot louder because usually doing it that way blocks some of the air openings. So the fans have to work a lot harder. The optimal way to set it up is put it on camera. Put it on camera, Lyko. The optimal way to do it is to set it horizontally and then put it on some kind of on the corners or something, some sort of little risers so that it's able to get more air in through the bottom. And, basically it has air coming in from all sides. How am I going to get in here? This is 12-year-old dust. This is dust from my mom's old apartment. This is dust from the what was I saying? Oh, the old TV room with a big fat Trinitron and a weird futon that broke. It was an IKEA futon. And it wasn't like a spring mattress or anything. It was basically just a what was that noise? It's basically just a foam little mattress or pad or whatever on some wood slats or whatever. And get it on camera. Some wood slats. But I, as a stupid probably 12 or 13-year-old, I gotta move to a new side. Like, mattress is a mattress. Bed's a bed. I'm sure I can jump. I can jump on this with no consequences. And I jumped probably 3 times. And ooh, that's a little too wet. Probably 3 times, and I heard a crack. And it's because 2 of the wooden slats had just snapped in half. Meaning that from that time until we got rid of that thing many years later, there was one part of it where it would just completely sag. And it made it pretty uncomfortable to sleep on or sit on. I think I might even have a picture of that on my... I had a hand-me-down digital camera from my dad. Because he was, at that time, he was kind of into technology and especially photography. So he had a bunch of stuff that he would give me when he didn't really need it anymore. Got some good pictures on that thing. I have a picture of our old dog. His name was Cody. He's a little fat yellow dog. Okay, clean this outside ring here. I apologize for my camera skills. They're really quite atrocious. Okay. There. This little piece here. Piece here. I think that's good for this. Let's see, this is the USB and Wi-Fi board. Let's see, this is pretty clean. I'll get a light spritzing from a distance, because chips and stuff, you gotta be careful you don't blow anything out of place. Whew. Dusty USB port. I'll give this metal piece just a quick wipe down. I wanted that PS3 I mentioned before, that launch model that I kind of have and kind of don't. That thing was in storage for a long time. It was my uncle's. And that thing is unbelievably dusty. You can see it just in the USB ports. They're full of dust. That thing, if I ever get that thing and, clean it up or try and, it's working. By the way, it is in working condition. Actually, when we first got it, we booted it up because originally we were going to sell it. And it's kind of loud. Originally we were going to sell it, but then ended up being kind of a half. I'm gonna spray this way. I really apologize. It's gonna be loud on the mic. Oh, and I gotta get the little bits of thermal paste on here. Gotta get some alcohol and take care of those. That'll be the last thing I do, though. There's a thermal pad right here. Maybe I'll go over that with a little bit of alcohol. What was I saying? Oh, that launch PS. Did I say? Might have been saying PS4, PS3. I'm talking about a PS3, not a PS4. I don't have a launch. Well, no, I don't have a launch PS4. I have a PS4. I also bought it probably 2 years-ish after it came out. Let's see, because PS4 came out in 2013, I think. Right? And I bought one right before I moved away to college. So that would have been the summer of 2014. I'll do it away from the mic again. I bought that. I gotta let that recharge. It's getting real cold. I bought that summer, my PS4 summer of 2014. Because why did I buy it? I think I bought it for Rocket League and The Witcher, I want to say. Or at least I had The Witcher launch. No, I remember. It was a Prime Day sale. It was, one of those ones that's like, flash sale, blah, 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 blah. And it was for the Witcher bundle. And I didn't particularly want the Witcher, but it was a very good deal. I think it was like $100 off. Go over the outside just for the heck of it. And I never played The Witcher, but at that point I did have PlayStation Plus, for the free games and all that. And I did play quite a lot of Rocket League with my friend. I don't think I was ever very good at it, but I had a good time. The game, it's kind of wild that game is still like a pretty big deal. I haven't played it basically at all since 2014. I think once just that summer once I kind of moved away, I didn't really play it much anymore. That was fun. I hear they have Fast and Furious cars in it now, which, listen, I love me some Fast and Furious. Actually, on Friday, 2 nights ago, I went to go see it in IMAX. Uh-oh. There's a plastic piece here. I don't know what that came from. I'll just put it right here. In case it's important. I hope it isn't. Oops. Alright. Let's see. Now I got this is a power supply. This thing. Real dusty. Put it on camera. This thing is real dusty. I'm going to give it a good... Woo! Ha! Woo! Give it just a very careful wipe down. Avoid touching most of the electronics, just because this thing is, handling voltage and stuff. So just keep it away from the wires. And just let these, headphones got on a cable. Let these dry out for a little bit. Just make sure there's no residue or anything. Okay, and stupid headphones. Okay, this is the last part to clean with our general purpose cleaner. All sorts of little catches on these pieces, the way they interlock. Actually, you know what? While I got it here, I'll show you that technique. I know. My grandma's specialty. If you have something black, technically you could use any color, but black is probably the easiest. Look at that Spider-Man font. Okay, so here's the scratch right here. You have anything black. I gotta get up for a second. Yeah, anything black. It's got scratches or any kind of wear, and it doesn't need to look perfect. Just needs to look good. Where'd I put it? Where is it? Here it is. All you need to fix it is Sharpie. All it takes. Would you believe it? And just very carefully try and trace the blemish. It won't look perfect, but it'll look good enough. That's all that really matters. there you go. If you're looking for it, you can still kind of see it, especially since this cover on its own is actually slightly transparent. It's less obvious once I put it back together, but certainly looks better. Again, not perfect. What are you gonna do? All right. Now, I didn't get the alcohol out. All right. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get that alcohol. I'm gonna need it to clean off that very old thermal paste. This guy right here, 91% isopropyl alcohol. Really any alcohol, well, not any. Don't pour whiskey on it, but the higher percentage, the better. I'd say don't go lower than like 70, but it is absolutely a requirement if you are doing electronics repair. It's great for getting off scratches, cleaning off circuit boards, because it doesn't leave any sort of conductive residue. And, I'm going to get a second cloth just in case, because this one's, dusty and dirty and has, Windex or what, not Windex, Clorox or whatever on it. Lysol. Okay, got my two heat sinks here. If you ever changed, paste on a CPU, on a PC, this is pretty much the exact same thing. You just got to be careful not touch the actual point of contact, because then it's going to reduce the thermal capabilities. Things aren't going to work right. So you just got to be careful. So, alcohol, our microfiber cloth. There's dust everywhere. Just a little on there. Just gently start scrub-a-dub-dubbing. This is quite hard because this thermal paste is, what I say, 12 years old, 13 years old? And thermal paste, if you didn't know, thermal paste actually gets harder as it heats up. Wow. A little more alcohol. is the other side. Okay, be careful not to bend the fins. This is really on there. Looking better, though. Yeah. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. One more. God, I'm gonna have to do so much cleaning in this room after. More booze. There you go. That's looking pretty good. It's a little in the screw hole. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Now for this one. Oop. Well, okay. Now I gotta really clean this. Gotta be careful about bending the fins, too. Holy smokes. Look at that dust bunny. God, this is filthy. Just disgusting. Another. This one's got huge. I think because it's this one has fewer fins than the other one. So just giant clumps of dust. Okay, I gotta be really. Oop! God damn it! Okay. This one's a bit of a challenge to clean, actually. Because you gotta be so careful with these fins. Okay. More alcohol. This should be... It's almost clean. around the edges a little too. Some in these little crevices here. Gotta be careful with your fingers, because you can get oil on. There we go. Get oil on this, and again we'll reduce its cooling capacity. Capacity, is that the word? I don't know. Oh god, that looks pretty good. Okay. So these I'm gonna over here, just so you don't accidentally get anything on them. And the edges again. Very quickly running out of desk room. There we go. That's a lot of thermal paste. Okay. Now we gotta do the same thing, except gotta get it off of the chip. All right. Let's see, what's a clean side on this? Okay, more alcohol. Actually, let's blast it for dust first. From a distance. Oh boy, there's a couple of the chips here just. I guess these aren't chips, they're little pads. Picking up just a little bit of sticky dust. Just get some of it off without touching it too much. And this side is pretty clean, actually. Just give it a quick blast. Really more of a gentle rub with the air. It's like a massage. Hey, give your motherboards a massage every once in a while. All right, let's get this thermal paste off. And one thing you have to be careful about with thermal paste, especially with cheaper stuff, is it can be conductive, which means you have to be very careful not to get it anywhere other than the chip, really. So like these pieces on the edge, I'm going to have to be a little careful with. More dust. You have to be really careful with this microfiber cloth because it sticks to just about everything. You don't want to accidentally rip off a capacitor or whatever. Whatever any of this stuff is. I have tools for soldering, but I would much prefer not to use them just because I don't think I'm very good at soldering. And I have very, very little experience with it. RSX Reality Synthesizer. Is that the... forget, is that the GPU or CPU? Big chunk off there. Let's see what this one says when I get the paste off it. Need more alcohol. I always like to say that. I need more alcohol. Did YouTube stop again? Continue, yes. I don't know why it's doing that. I got a playlist going, YouTube, come on. I wonder if it's a Chrome only thing. Because typically, I use Firefox, but I use Chrome for music playback just because it's, for various reasons, but it works better with the tools that I use for streaming and doing stuff like putting the song on the screen and stuff. Firefox, it works, but its compatibility is somewhat limited. Seems like they also put way too much thermal paste on here because it's leaking over the sides and stuff, which is generally not advised. It does spread over time, so maybe it didn't start that way. But regardless, let's get it with a corner. Just squeeze, scrape, scrub there by the edge. rotate. Okay, honestly, I think that's good enough. There's little bits on the edges. I'll live. The main thing is I want to improve the connection to the heat sinks, because that's really the main goal. Help that disperse the heat. Once over. Okay. All right, I think we're now at reassembly, which that will be, there's more thermal paste on the side here. That will be part where we're putting on the new thermal grease and putting the whole console back together, hopefully in the exact same configuration that we found it. You're lonely road star. Okay. Alrighty. So, for reassembly, I'm going to need the bottom tray. This thing's still dusty. I think that's as good as we're going to get. Okay. Put this off to the side for now. Alcohol over here. All right. Heat sinks first. And let's see. There you go. I believe like so. Holes here should line up right. Holes should line up. There we go. It's one hole. Wow, that's really reflective on the camera. I guess I have a lot of light shining in here. And then this one is going to go like so. Right, that in. Hold on. It's got two holes. It in? Guess so. Yeah, okay. So heatsinks are in. Now the fan casing. I'm gonna give the heatsinks one last cleaning, just to make sure they're nice and spit shiny. Okay. Okay. All right. Now the fan. I believe the fan just went like so. Do I have it backwards? No, this is right. Just gotta. Oops. Oop. Oop. That's not right. I'll line up these posts. There we go. And let's see the back plate. Let's see, it goes like this, I believe. Push the fan. Went in. Watch this fan cable. That's not in. There we go. Dust. Okay. And now those 4 screws. That went 1 on each corner. Yeah. I'm trying to use my fingers too much. I'm not used to. If you can't tell, I am not super experienced with tools. Prior to, a year or two ago, I was not what you would call a handyman per se, but I'm working on it. I'm getting it down. That's tight. 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 And everything is tight. Okay. So now is the back shield, which is this one. There's thermal paste on this too. God, it's just everywhere. You can see it there and there. Man, they sure put a lot of paste on when they did this. It's a P, remember? Come on, guys. You know, whatever people in a factory that built this thing. Okay, so that's fan connector. Should just basically drop right in here. Excuse me for one moment. And we're back. All right, let's see. Where was I? I put on the shield. Next was... All right, okay. Shield. Screw... Unplug the board battery. Oh, didn't do that. Huh. Unplug the board battery. It must have a different connector on a different model, because I did not have to unplug the board battery. Interesting. Unless I did? Did I? Is that the board battery? No. No. Huh. Okay. Weird. All right. Okay, so I got M screws. Oh, and I can do the hard drive shield, or cage, or whatever you want to call this. Because it does not hook into the motherboard, I don't think. Let's see if it would be like this. No, it definitely does, so I'm not going to do that now. Both of these guides that I'm using have different models of PS3, so I'm kind of playing it by ear here. Let's see, so this is going to go like this. I can do the screws. I'll just do all these screws later. I don't need to do them now, because I don't think any of them are going to be blocked by the bottom, drive cage, heatsink, ground. Yeah, none of these are going to be blocked by the motherboard. So let's just stick the motherboard on, which means it's time to put on the thermal paste. And where's my thermal paste? I've got some MX4 Arctic Silver. I bought this a long time ago. I don't think it expires. No. I bought this a long time ago, and I just kind of ended up never really using it. But what better time than now, I guess. Only done thermal paste once before. I did a good job that first time, but it does make me a little nervous doing it again. I will not lie about that. Because I feel like it's one of those things that's easy to mess up. The label came off. That's weird. If you don't know, the wisdom for putting on thermal paste is get like a pea size. So like, a pea size, whatever that means to you. And put it on. And just a little dot. Don't do anything fancy. Don't do any shapes. Don't smear it around. Because that's all going to be handled on its own. And then just when you put the heatsink on your motherboard, or in this case, it's going to be kind of vice versa. Just take care to not wiggle it around too much, not get everything all smeared in the wrong place. So before you put it on, just make sure it's all lined up. Get that wire out of the way. And then put in the board, and it's going to go like this, right? Yeah, because it just... like there. And down. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Okay. Here we go. I'm not nervous. I'm not sweating a little bit. Head's not blocking, is it? Okay. That looks pretty good to me. Maybe even a little much. Okay, that's good enough. Yeah, that might have been a little much, but it'll be fine. This thing just needs to run. It doesn't need to run at max performance all the time. Okay. So now, I'm doing the thing with the sleeves again. I don't want you to see my arms. Okay. Up. this gonna drip? Certainly hope not. Okay, we're lined up. And just gently... Done. Okay, now I gotta put all these screws on. Alright, so this will start with the... Where did I put the drive cage? Here it is. Start with the drive cage, which goes... How does it go? Let's see. I believe it goes like so. Now, I believe it goes like so. Yeah. Okay. Where's my screwdriver? Where did I put it? Here it is. And this one goes like so. And like so. Okay. Goes under the top half of the... Oh, shit. Okay, undo. Control Z. Forgot the USB, I guess daughter board would be the word. Forgot it because I don't have any screws. This goes here. Okay, now the drive. There we go. There's less empty space up there now. Oh, and you gotta put it under this little clip here. Over these little dots. Okay, now we're good to go. Glad I caught that early. I just had to take apart almost the whole thing. Oops. Oh, it's not going in the hole. It's not threading. Okay, there we go. Tight, tight. Okay. A lot of Katamari today. I guess that makes sense. I have a lot of Katamari on this playlist. Okay, so that was the drive cage. Next, we'll do the Yeah, Wi-Fi, shield. So wiggle in. M screws. That goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, yeah, I think that seems right. Or wait. Nope. I keep doing this. I gotta put the top shield on. God. Undo these screws again. That's why it's not fitting right. Because there's one more piece. It's being pushed down too far. Right? Yeah, that goes above the drive shield. Yeah. Drive thing. Not a cage. It is a cage. What is a drive cage? I don't know what a drive cage is. Okay. This part has to go on first. This part goes there. M screw that goes there. And this feeds through here. This feeds through. This one goes through here. This ribbon cable gets through there. There we go. There. There. That goes there. Okay. Yeah, that. Okay. Now we can put on, let's see, yeah, USB. I did it again. I tried to blow. The dust out with my mask on. Okay. Now, finally, I can put this drive thing on. And get it under the thing. There we go. Okay. Just a short diversion there. But not a big deal. Drive, it shouldn't flex as much. You know what I'd love to do? I just played We Love Katamari, like almost 100% of the whole thing, except for a couple of the really, really, really hard stuff. I'd love to play that on stream. That would be really fun. I'd have to play it through an emulator. I don't have a working. I could have a working PlayStation 2. Is also from my uncle. The thing is, when I turned it on to test it, it didn't seem like the disk drive was working. But I could, using some custom firmware, let's call it, I could get some games on USB, play it through that way. Maybe. Or I could choose an emulator, because that game runs perfectly fine on PCSX2. And that's how I played it. Either way, that's done. Let's get the rest of these M screws down. It's going to be one here. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but a lot of these screw locations are actually labeled, which is nice. There's one later that has an S to show that, like, hey, this one uses a different screw than the other the bunch. It's also going so smooth. I love it. Okay, so those two there. Is there one on this corner? No. This one here. Oops. Oh my god, YouTube. Yes, I'm still watching. What is your damage? Okay. And one here. God, I hope this thing boots up when I turn it on. I'm really afraid. I haven't done anything wrong, really, but just... what if it doesn't work? Let's see, this... okay, I gotta put some of these plugs back in a minute. So I did here, 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 here. Should have one M screw left. Right? Yeah, one there. Okay, yeah. So I got one left. Okay, let's do heatsinks next. Let's see. Kind of slot in. One? Take a closer look at this image. They're marked 1 and 2. This one goes there. And this one... oh, they're both marked 1. Never mind. This one goes there, I guess. Yeah, looks right to me. These, I'm pretty sure these are supposed to be tight. Screw plates are marked. Do this slowly if you use too much force. Okay. Okay. And the other one, they're starting to get a little shaky. I wonder if I'm hungry. My mom got donuts for us this morning. So I had too many of those. Now I'm either going to skip lunch or just eat it very late because I am full of donut. Ooh, what we're having for dinner. Anyways. So. Okay, I'm going to connect these plugs over here. This one just, where does this one go? Where does this one go? I mean, it must go right here, right? Two little... Nope, doesn't fit there. Should have taken a picture. Goes, oh, I think it must go to either the power supply or the disk drive. That's for the power supply. Okay, we're good. I just gotta do this ribbon cable then. Okay, that was easy. And this one runs through it. No. That one doesn't run through it. That one goes to the disk drive. Probably. I'm getting ahead of myself. Power supply one is still on the power supply. Okay. So that's good. This little guy right here needs to go here. I believe this is probably Wi-Fi. Or some sort of wireless something. It's so small. Should just press on. There we go. All right, so now all of these screws just go. Heatsink, yeah. Actually, first let's do the ground. The ground went here. Okay, I do want to double check that it is actually there. Running the ground to the wrong spot could be extremely bad. That a little bit better. Okay, that's good. Okay, now we can do these. So one here. Let's get this in the center of the frame now. I'm not juggling with the motherboard. Line up this screw here. Snug. Yeah, both of these guides that I'm using have screws in slightly the wrong places. I think maybe because, I think they're both just, made by randos. They're slightly mismarked. And let's see on the corner here. There we go. Snug. And another one here. it nice. There we go. There. One here. And the last one here. Make sure these are all tight, 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 and tight. All right, and ground done. So now, okay, time to reattach the power supply. This thing's really big. I guess it makes sense. This console uses quite a bit of power. And move this plug out of the way. It's just gonna kind of sit. Get these plugs out of the way. It's gonna sit right on this plug right here. And just gently out. Hold on, I'm gonna get some water real quick. All right. Sorry, that really knocked me out of it. Dusty cable. So just gently put it down. Hold on, it's pulling on a cable in a way I don't love. Oh wait, that's the disk drive ribbon cable too. Okay, I'm good. I noticed that. I gotta put this. Oh boy, I didn't dust this thing. That's what I didn't do. You gotta be careful with disk drives when you're dusting them, because if you push dust into the drive, that can be quite bad, because it's gonna get on the laser. Then you gotta figure out, okay, now I gotta clean the laser. That's just a big hassle. We don't want to deal with that. Okay. Let's gentle dust cover. All right, that's looking better. Okay. First, put in disk drive ribbon cable. Okay. Now we can reattach the power supply. Ugh. This cable... Actually, you know what? While we're here... Yeah, stick that in there. Does this wire back here go to? It's the power supply. Disk drive. Okay, hold on. Now I'm concerned. This thing doesn't show it. Oh, it just goes to the motherboard. Doi. Doi. Okay. Now, finally, put the power supply back. Okay. Dust. Still dust everywhere. I got the worst of it out, though. Okay. Power supply screws. And the disk drive is going to sit like that. Power supply screws. And plugs. Go. That's pretty sure that's in all the way. Yeah, I think so. Console doesn't turn on. I guess it means it isn't. And power supply plug in the back, which goes here. Spritz it. Okay. Now power supply screws. The long M screws, which is in the front. Nope, in the back. On the right. Medium M screws. Medium, oh, these are the true neutral screws. They're not M screws. Say medium, which will go here and here. undo this one. It didn't go in very smooth. That's better. Tight. Tight. Double check this one is tight. And then an M screw back here. Okay, power supply is secured. So the disk drive, oh, Blu-ray drive is not screwed down. Who'd have thunk? Front edge and rotate back. Okay. Time to put the little shell back on. I guess the first part of the shell. When putting back together, place the front edge and rotate back. There we go. Okay. Okay, and the last true neutral screw, which goes up here. Okay, and then these very long boys, which go, there's 6 of them, go all over the whole damn thing. The music stopped. Oh, the playlist ended. Okay, let's do a new playlist. Let's do VTuber music. There we go. I think that volume should still be pretty good. And let's see. Screw right here. Go. And the last one goes here. Okay. Double check that these are all tight. Scuff. off there. Tight. 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 All right. I think now got to slide the cover back on. How does the Sharpie look? Oh man. Oh wait, because I was looking at this. I'm like, oh man, you can't even see the Sharpie. It's because I was looking at the wrong side. You can still kind of see it. Okay, so then should pop on like that and up like that. Okay. So now I have one long M screw left. What is it? What uses a long M screw? Shit. 6 long M's. 1, 2, 3. Those are long medium screws. Where's the long M? It's on the power supply. Shit. Okay. Gotta go back to the power supply. Minor setback, minor setback. This was true neutral. Long. 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 Pop this off again. Long M screw here. You know, that probably would have been fine if I didn't do it. This is just to make sure it doesn't move. It's not anything like truly vital. All the plugs are plugged in. Yep. Okay. Put this back on. Neutral. There. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. Punching over all this is starting to hurt my back a little bit. But I got it. Okay. Tight, tight, tight. Tight, tight, and okay, I did that one. Okay, cover. Back. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Go. Screw. Right, this is the Torx screw. Okay, and just secure. Oh, shit. There we go. I'm not going to put the foot back on until I am sure that this thing turns on. But now it is time to change out the hard drive. Which means I'm going to put this console on the floor here. Get my new hard drive. 1 terabyte. I was actually looking around to see if I could get a a 7200 RPM one, but unfortunately they did not have any where I was looking. This one. Okay, I also have to be extra careful here because when I was reading up, a lot of people are saying that these screws on the hard drive in particular were quite easy to strip. I'll label my thing again. Drive, hold. On camera. go. Not quite. Oh man, this hard drive is dusty. Look at that. You see that? No. I kind of doubt I'll be using this hard drive because it's pretty old. And do not cover this hole. It's only 80 gigabytes, but I don't know. Might be a novel thing to keep around. Just it right there. Scissors. I gotta put a cover on these things. They're fucking sharp. It's poking all my shit. Let's give this a good blow. Huh, interesting. I already checked that this drive would fit in here because there is a limit of, I think it was 9 millimeters. Didn't cut it. There we go. Unboxing. Paperwork. Anything else in here? More padding. I guess that makes sense. Warranty information. Okay. So pretty sure this can only go in one way. And oh, so I'm going to tell you now, I don't have a capture card. It means I can't actually show you the startup process. I do want to do it on stream. I might just try pointing the camera at, these two drives compare. Pretty much the same. I might just try pointing the camera at the screen, see how that works. It's extremely jank, but that's just how it be sometimes. What does this thing do? Did it just, oops. Just tuck away in there? Okay, well, there we go. Just screw it back in. Simple as that. But yeah, I'm going to be installing some firmware. Obviously, this hard drive will not have any games on it. But I might be able to do something about that. We'll see. I do have some backups of certain games already. I might be able to load them onto a USB. That could also take a very long time. But I'd at least like to show you the boot up process. This is the first English song I've heard. There's a couple on here. I think I might even have the Country Roads cover that Hololive EN did. Forget exactly what stuff I've been putting on this playlist because I've been working on it for a very long time. Okay, I just wanted to double check. Now, this one has an extra port. I have no idea what that is. Guess we'll find out if it works. Get this out of the way. Screwdriver, scissors. Okay. Ugh. God, this thing is heavy. Yeah. Just slide right in there. Is this it doesn't matter. Who cares? Let's put the dang thing in the hole. Okay. I really hope it just turns on. And how's this going? Yeah, I had it right. Right? I have it right, right? Okay, I'm going to keep the rubber foot out just until I'm sure everything works. Okay, alright. This is kind of the moment of truth. I'm going to hook it up over here. Should put it on something to let it get a little bit of air. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm gonna go to the waiting screen for just a minute. Actually, wait. No, I don't have to. No, wait. Yes, I do. Here, watch a commercial for a second. Windows P duplicate. Okay, this is what I was talking about when I said jank. Don't look at that. Because the way I have this set up, God, I hope there's nothing incriminating on here. You should still be able to hear me. Yeah. You're now looking at my desktop screen, and I can't open OBS or it gets all weird and loopy. So don't worry about that. You should be able to see the screen okay, though. I'm going to turn on the PS3. My thumb drive. I had a thumb drive. Where did I put my thumb drive? I had the firmware on it. It's really important. Here it is. Okay, we have power. It didn't. The red light didn't immediately turn off. I'm gonna swap to. HDMI 2. Controller's working. Connect the controller and press the PS button. Update version of 4. Starts next. Okay. Press. I gotta hold. Press start and select at the same time. Should see my firmware. Okay, you can see this, right? Yeah. Hey, it turned on though. I'm not going to say I wasn't expecting it, but it wasn't a guarantee. I'll tell you that much. System. Okay. And the drive is empty, so let's format it. The music still playing? I don't think so. Is the music still playing? Can you guys hear it? Okay. I can't hear anything right now. So you're going to have to tell me if something is catastrophically wrong. Also, I had the chat closed. Okay. Okay, we're formatting. Yes! I was so worried this wasn't going to work. Let's at least get to a boot screen before I turn it off. Or not a boot screen. You know what I mean. And I'm going to have the audio go through the speakers so you guys can hear it. Hopefully it won't be horrifically loud. It's not making any noise right now, don't worry. But to hear that... Alright, I'm very happy with myself. Everything went right. Only forgot one screw. once this firmware gets all squared away, I'm gonna FTP or maybe over Bluetooth some of my backups that I've already made. It's gonna be great. Oh yeah, I should say, I'm using custom firmware. But it's not like it's against the law or anything, probably. But I want to be clear on this. It's not illegal to make backups. It's not illegal to make backups of your games that you purchased legally, which I did. I'm going to show you. And yeah. Here's my copy of Skate 3. Here's my copy of Skate 2. Here's my copy of the Metal Gear Solid HD collection. I have... Look. I got this big stack. I got this big stack of games that are mine, that I purchased. It's legal. Don't worry about it. Okay, what is this? Sure. Not certain. Yeah, okay. Oh man, I have to do so much cleanup after this. There is shit everywhere. I got thermal paste on my chair. There's dust on my monitor. Jeez Louise, I'm gonna have to get the vacuum. I have no idea how long this installation is gonna take. So let's just chat while I clean up. Ow! Fuck. I stubbed my toe. I'm really glad this went well. I spent basically all of yesterday just preparing for this. Went out and bought the webcam. I made sure I had and the hard drive, obviously. I still gotta place an order. I do want to get a capture card at some point. Just because yeah, that's a good thing to have. I don't know what I'm going to do with this old hard drive. I just recycle it. Not like I'm going to throw it in my computer. 80 gigabytes is... I have single individual games that are more than 80 gigabytes. God, it is hot in here. I'm really sweating. This long sleeve shirt. And let's see, you went there, and you went there. Ended up not using you, so you can get squished back in there. Yeah, if you're in here right now, what did you think? I can't see my Twitch page right now. I have no idea if anybody's watching. Doesn't matter. I'm entertaining myself. I would have done this anyways. This is just a good excuse for hashtag content. that. Tools. Electrical tape. Actually, you know what? While we're waiting, I can pull something up. This is Oh wait, are we done? Never mind. I'll show you later. Come on. Give me a boot. Give me a good boot. Bed. Sony. Oh, this is different. Connect the controller using a... Oh, I guess we're doing first time setup. Yes. I haven't done this since... when did I say I got this? 2008? And you guys, you don't need to know where I live. Set the time and date. Oh, well, who gives a shit? It's 6/27, 2021, and right here it is 3. I'm gonna wait till it hits 3:22. This is how I always do it, and then right then, so it'll be perfectly exact. Come on, 3:22, baby. Show me 3:22. Boom. And I am. I have not typed on the PS3 keyboard in so long. No, L-A-I-K-A. Oh wait, I can do a full keyboard. Pink. Like no, I don't want to do that right now. I'll connect it to the internet later, and I don't want you guys to see like my IP or whatever. Oh, there's that magical note. Oh, how I love it. All right. I think that went very well. That was a good stream. How long did I go? 3.5 hours. Holy Toledo. Well, thank you guys for watching. I had a really good time. Obviously it's not as easy to, do this kind of stuff as it is to like, just sit and play a game, which I am going to be playing Metal Gear Solid again soon. I've been a little bit busy with this. That's kind of what I've been focusing on for the past couple of days. Is the music still playing? Okay, whatever, it's fine. Yeah. So, thank you all for watching. Let's go to the regular goodbye screen. Bye. Oh, the mic is still on. Hi, I'm still here. I am gonna throw you guys over to... Let's see, who do we want to raid? Who's streaming? Nobody. Alright, Okay, I'll throw you guys to weather news live in just a second. So, okay, goodbye, for real.
I can't remember when I've had a more pleasant day.